everybody, we're back from that preview we gave you at the park, and now we're going to talk about Halloween Horror Nights and everything you need to know. We're in front of the green screen, so you've probably seen some cool stuff behind us. Pretty cool. But Rhonda has some questions, and they're probably the same ones you have.
Yeah, so Tom, my first question is, what are the dates?
The dates for Halloween Horror Nights this year, it goes from September 3rd to October 31st. Absolutely ends on Halloween night. I thought it was going to go one day farther, but it is not. So September 3rd to October 31st. But it is not every night. It is not every night. Do not make that mistake. So you have to buy a ticket, and depending on the kind of ticket you buy, you have to declare when you are coming. So especially the single night ticket, okay? So most of the time it runs every week, starting September 3rd, and it generally goes from Wednesday through Sunday, but consult the calendar. The calendar can be found at HalloweenHorrorNights.com. Go there. Everything about Halloween Horror Nights is on that, and we've got most of our information from that, and that's everything you need to know about dates thus far. Oh, by the way, the event generally starts at about 6:30 p.m., which means if you're in the park, they kick you out predominantly. And then it starts at 6:30 and it goes to 1 o'clock and sometimes 2 o'clock in the morning. So it is a long event.
Party time.
Okay.
My second question for you, Tom, is what do I need to get in?
Yeah. Halloween
what kind
Horror
of ticket
Nights.
do I need?
It's a great question because some people are probably thinking if I buy a ticket to the park that day, Universal Studios, I can stay for Halloween Horror Nights, and you cannot. They're going to throw you out. You have to have Halloween Horror Nights is a separately ticketed event, and you have to have a ticket for that evening to go to Halloween Horror Nights. So it has nothing to do with a annual pass or the ticket for the day. It's a separate event. You have to buy a ticket, and you're not going to be able to get into it unless you have a separate ticket.
Okay, Tom, so my question number 3 is, why would anyone want to go to Halloween Horror Nights?
You would go to Halloween Horror Nights. Well, first of all, let me answer it this way. I think growing up, everyone's been to a haunted house or something, and they went out for Halloween tricks or treats. This is that on steroids. To go to a Halloween Horror Night, to go to a really cool haunted house in your lifetime was probably pretty cool, probably pretty scary, right? They have 10 world-class
How many?
haunted houses. 10. 10. There's a rumor there might be 11th, but not confirmed. But there's 10. I don't know why you'd want 11. 10 is plenty for crying out loud, right? Why would you go to Halloween Horror Nights?
Scare zones.
To get the stuff scared out of you. Okay, that's why you'd go, because it's scary. So there's 10 world-class houses.
Oh.
There's 5 scare zones with scare actors in them to scare you. There's themed drinks. There's themed food. The rides are open. If you wanted to do rides, if you needed a break from the intensity, you would do that. So if you wanted to go, you go there to get scared. There's 2 shows. There's a Lagoon show, and there's a show in the old Fear Factor stage that will be world class. Wait till you see what they do. So it is first class. It is the premier event. Everybody else doing Halloween is a pretender. They all want to be Universal's Halloween Horror Nights. It is the premier event. If you can only go to one, you have to go to Universal's.
Tom, do we know what the haunted houses are?
We do now. So there's lots of speculation, but the 10 haunted houses are out. Here they are. The first one is the one I'm most excited about. The Haunting of Hill House. Netflix, watch it, get ready. What they do with the bent neck lady, I mean, I don't know. This is going to be incredible. Beetlejuice.
My favorite.
Yeah.
I'm excited for the Beetlejuice. I didn't get to see it last year, so I want to see it this year.
It was there last year. So the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Yikes. Everyone knows what that's all about. Hopefully you like chainsaws. Universal Monsters, The Bride of Frankenstein Lives.
We've seen that one.
That was there last year. Don't know if they're going to change it. Will be interesting. This next one could be really something because there's a scare zone that has to do with this. And it's Halloween Horror Nights Icons Captured. Right? 30 years of characters from your worst nightmares. I mean, I don't know what's going to be in this thing, but that should be very interesting. And definitely a highlight, I think so. Next one is Welcome to Scary, Scary, I think Scary, Ohio is a featured town in a lot of horror movies over the years. It should be very interesting to see what they do with that. The next one is Case Files Unearthed, Legendary Truth. No idea. Next one is The Wicked Growth, Realm of the Pumpkin. No idea. Right? The next one is Puppet Theater, Captive Audience. Interesting. Might have an idea, but it would be interesting to see what they do with it. And then another one from last year, which was very scary. It was Revenge of the Tooth Fairy. So it's like, if you remember, last year we had to call our daughter a dentist to figure out why the Tooth Fairy is wanting revenge on us. So we did that. Maybe I'll link that video.
That was the one, Tom. I ran through it.
Yeah. So we're supposed to, we're covering Halloween Horror Nights as a channel. We're supposed to go through the houses, take an assessment, just measure how beautiful and how scary they were, blah, blah, blah. Well, Revenge of the Tooth Fairy, I went through by myself because Rhonda got scared and ran through the thing to the end. So that was pretty interesting. Okay, so we'll have to go through that slower this year.
I will.
Okay.
Tom, can you tell us about the scare zones?
Scare zones should be awesome. First, Crypt TV, which we just showed you. We showed you some of the staging. Crypt TV should be unbelievable. Very scary videos. The next one is 30 Years for 30 Fears. Just inside the arches is where the icons will be hanging out from years past and this year. So 30 Years of 30 Fears, okay? Next one is Seek and Destroy, which will be interesting because we showed you a lot of the fixtures up where they're sucking blood out of poor victims and the controller sees all, and be interesting to see what they do with that. We gave you some ideas. The next one over by Central Park is Gorewood Forest, which looks incredible. I mean, the decorations up for this already are incredible. So that'll be neat. And then Lights, Camera, Haction.
Not action.
Not action. Haction.
Action.
Hack-shun. Eddie's Revenge. Eddie is Jack the Clown's brother, who's always second fiddle to Jack. So we'll see what's going on with Eddie's Revenge. That should be interesting. And so those are the scare zones. Very much looking forward to that.
How many scare zones?
5
scare
zones. Oh, okay.
How many haunted houses?
10 haunted houses, maybe an 11th. Not trying to spread a rumor, but there's 10 for sure.
We're going to be able to go through all 10.
Well, we'll get to that in the ticket portion, but are we going through all 10? Absolutely, we're going through all 10.
We have to go through all 10.
Okay,
yes.
But we're going through for you. But
And for us.
and we'll talk about that in the ticket portion. But there's also some shows. There are 2 shows this year. Let me tell you about them. The first one, Marathon of Mayhem, Carnage Factory, This is taking place by the lagoon. So I don't know if it's a lagoon show, if it's inside where you'd normally stand while they're watching the lagoon show at the end of the night and the fireworks and the whole water thing, but it'll be interesting to find out. And then over in the old Fear Factor Stadium is the Halloween Nightmare Fuel Show. I bet you on stage with lighting, with sound, this is going to be like Broadway brought to Halloween. It's going to be unbelievable. You cannot miss that. You've got to go. Really, really super exciting.
Okay, Tom, my last question is, can you tell us about the tickets?
The tickets are
All the tickets.
finally out. We don't know if there's going to be any enhancement to the ticket program I'm going to talk about now. And this changes a lot. So, but let me tell you where we stand as of right now. It's Sunday. Okay. First of all, single night tickets. They're $71. And the Fast Pass to go with it, if you want to get in the Fast Pass line. And believe me, if you're getting a single night ticket and you think you're going to get through 10 houses without a Fast Pass, an Express Pass, you are not going to be able to do that. There's no way. When we went to Ghostbusters' house, was the first house we hit a couple of years back. It just took hours to get through the line just to get in there.
It was so long.
So if you can afford the Fast Pass, you should buy the Fast Pass. Remember,
By all means.
HalloweenHorrorNights.com, where all the info is. Buy your tickets there. They're cheaper online than at the gate. Do not buy tickets at the gate. You're wasting money. Okay? Buy
Online.
them. Yep, buy them online. Single night tickets. So then there's multi-night tickets, and that's for those that need to go more than once. Okay?
Per night?
Go multiple nights with multi-night tickets. Okay, so the first multi-night ticket is called Rush of Fear Pass. And what it gives you is the first 16 nights of Halloween Horror Nights. And they're all in September, so it doesn't even get you to October. So I don't know if I'm going to get that one, but that costs $129.99. And to add Express Pass to that makes it a total of $400 per ticket. Per person to go 16 nights in the Express Pass lane. Okay? That would certainly get you through Halloween Horror Nights and everything you ever wanted to see. But you don't get to see anything in October. Okay? Next pass is Frequent Fear Pass. Gets you 26 nights, and it's most of the nights. They cut out some Saturdays on this one. And it takes you a lot of September dates, a lot of October dates. Okay.
That was my question.
That's $159.99, and then to add Express Pass feature to that makes the ticket. So you can just buy it for $159.99 and then wait in line, which you can do. It's not a bad plan, because for $159.99 you get in there, you see all the shows, all the scare zones. You are going to make it through all the haunted houses, right? But you're going to have to wait in the regular line. So if you got time to kill and it's just fun for you, that's a great way to go.
A drink or two.
Yep, probably going to have that. So to get up Rhonda's nerve to go slowly through the haunted houses. Slowly. My mistake is I make Rhonda go first, which is a bad idea.
I'm not doing that this year,
Okay,
by the way.
so she's going to go behind me.
I'm going behind him,
so
and
I
I'm going to push
can
him
keep her in the game.
forward.
Okay, that's what we're going to do.
We gotta try.
How was that house? I don't know. I didn't see anything.
I closed
Okay.
my eyes.
All right. Okay. So, Frequent Fear, 35 nights. Add the, get you 35 nights. Frequent Fear Plus Pass. I'm sorry. So let me slow down. The Frequent Fear Plus Pass is 35 nights. And it is $189.99 per ticket. And if you want the Express Pass, it's $529.99. That's the ones we bought, which is way overkill. We spent over $1,000 on covering Halloween Horror Nights, but we're doing it for the channel, so we've got to do it.
It'll be fun.
We're gonna do it,
I think we're going to be there more than we think.
and we're gonna film all we can.
Yes.
We're not gonna do anything Universal doesn't want us to do. We will not break the rules, but we will show everything we can. So we're gonna bring you up to date on it. The last pass is the Ultimate Frequent Fear Pass. My goodness. So it's $285 per ticket. And if you want to get in the Express Pass lane for all the haunted houses, it's $730 per ticket per person, which is some major Halloween. You've got some problems if you want that ticket. So let me just tell you that. Okay, leave a comment and maybe we can get you some therapy if you want that. So unbelievable. Now, there are other things going on there. There are some backstage tours and some. So HalloweenHorrorNights.com if you want a specialty tour or backstage and different things like that. They have. But in the meantime, that's it. There's also, if your group is 20 people or more, there's a discount. Later on, there may be a pass holder discount where they enhance it depending on how things go with the, this is a big deal for Universal, so they need to make a bunch of money on this thing, and you know they will, and it should be an absolute blast. It's the premier event, and
it's going to be a blast.
We're excited to go. We're excited to be there. We're excited to be there on opening night when they come out for the very first time. It's always, opening night ceremonies when they come out on that street for the very first time should be unbelievable. We will be there. We will have that on camera. And we'll see you at Halloween Horror Nights. And I'll just ask you, where else would you want to be?
Then Tom A TV.
Watching some Tom A TV. We'll see you in the next video.
Thanks for watching.